Do you remember the last compliment somebody gave you? How did it make you feel? Chances are you felt uplifted, right? But maybe a little uncomfortable as well. Sometimes we can struggle to accept a compliment, and giving them to other people can sometimes be equally hard. Joining us now is mindset coach and author Katie Horwitch. Katie, great to see you.
Good to see you.
It's so interesting because I hadn't even really thought about this until I read the notes on what you wanted to talk about, and I thought, yes, some people really do struggle, and myself included, with giving and receiving compliments. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think that we live in a culture that for a really long time, accepting a compliment could equate to narcissism or vanity or being
supposed to be
conceited,
like, oh, no.
full of yourself. Exactly. So what a lot of people do is they have these learned behaviors that they've been practicing throughout their lives, or maybe they saw their parents or role models practice, of receiving a compliment and then having self-deprecation or negating the compliment. Or if someone is complimenting you on what you're doing, then they're actually pointing out what they did wrong. So it's this habit that we didn't even really want to become fluent in.
Yeah, so a lot of us love to receive a compliment, right?
Yeah.
Obviously. But it's also important, you say, to our mental well-being to get and give compliments. Why is that?
Yeah, so I think that a lot of times when we think of compliments, we think of how that's going to make the other person feel, which is really important, right? And also, giving a compliment, it is a communal experience. So it's actually also about the giver, too. So giving and receiving compliments, they can boost your self-image, self-worth. It can strengthen community and a sense of interpersonal relationships. It can reinforce positive self-talk, because when you hear someone say good stuff to you, you want to say it back to yourself.
I have a question for me.
Okay.
Is it okay? Just before we went on the air, I said I love your outfit.
Yes.
Is it okay to compliment looks and the superficial? Because I'm starting to struggle with, I don't want it always to be like, Katie, you look great, because it's not all about how you look.
Kate, I love that you asked this so much, because complimenting someone on their looks, a lot of times that can be misunderstood, and it can get into, this is a whole other conversation.
Right, but
it can be around body image and stuff. But I like to say that compliments, if people are struggling with giving compliments, they can fall into one of three different categories: what you see, what people are doing, and then how they make you feel. So you complimenting me on my outfit is something that you see. I was complimenting you on a segment that you did a few weeks ago. That's something you did. And I mean, you always make me feel so welcome and included every time I'm here. So that's a way that I feel.
Thank you. We only have 20 last seconds.
Yeah.
What's the one thing you want people to take away about compliments?
I want people to know that compliments, in order to have a great compliment, it needs to be specific, it needs to be supportive, and it needs to be from the heart.
Well said, Katie Horwitz. Thank you.